All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Techlabs Cup's 2014 qualifying rounds. It's the road to Moscow, Russia here. $20,000 in prize pool money on the line for these teams trying to get to the land finals. It's game number 2 between Next.kz and Insane Gaming. Thank you so much for joining us here on Beyond the Summit. My name is Mont. With me is What is Hip. How are you, man?
You know, I'm doing good. I'm hoping that there's no hour-long pause in this game.
If there's one thing we can ask for, Valve and Ice Frog, is if we could keep the hour-long pauses to a minimum, that would be fantastic. To be fair, though, that game ended the way it should have ended with that hour-long pause. It kind of like built up. We had a decent amount of fun in the pause, but all of a sudden we got out of that pause and shit got real, right? Got real, right?
Oh yeah,
it was good.
It got real, real.
For those of you just joining us, game turned into be, I think it was about 50 to 60 minutes long.
It was a 60-minute game.
Came down to the wire. Divine Rapiers and all, buybacks, throws, what have you. There was everything. So, for now, it's game number 2. Next.kz, if they win this, they'll move on to the winners, I think, finals. Losers will go down to the lower bracket. I'm not sure who they will play there. But Next.kz, if they take this game, they've done it. Insane. They've got 2 games to get back into it, so potentially 2 more games of Dota, including this one. We're already well into the way of the draft. Our apologies. We want to take a bit of a break, rest our throats a bit. We have the draft underway here. Ancient Apparition and Shadow Fiend for Next.kz. On the other side of things, Naga, Siren, Dazzle, and Bane. A lot of bans coming through. The Naga, though, is that a mid-Naga? I'm inclined to believe so, considering what they had their draft with.
Yeah, considering what it's paired with, I would assume so. Neither of those supports are particularly great in lane with Naga. Normally, if you have a Naga, you want to pick like a Mirana or something like that to combo with Net. So I'd imagine that this is probably mid-Mirana or mid-Naga. But I'm not sure. I've only seen this team play like once, so I have no prior information. But from the picks, it does look like it might be a mid-Naga.
Yeah, I mean, and we've seen how well that hero can control the game late, like if it takes it late
disgusting.
enough. Yeah, I mean you're a proponent of that hero mid as well. I've seen you play it multiple times. Yeah, you're a big fan of it. I know you are, and it's just disgusting how much you can do with your illusions at that point in the game, whether it be pushing down towers or pushing out waves or just killing heroes in general. With the Radiance, with whatever items you have on board after that, you're in a good position. Next.kz, they kind of go for the opposite thing. They have the Shadow Fiend, which could be okay against Naga. Once the Shadow Fiend can get some Necromastery stacks, might do a bit better against the Naga. Battle crowing will have to be a very real thing for Insane. And, of course, Next.kz have the Lycan as well. Paired up with the Ancient Apparition, this is a disgusting amount, but Insane do go for the Puck. There is such a thing as offlane Puck, so that might be that. Naga could be a safe lane farmer, but I prefer to see it mid.
It also could be offlane Puck.
Yeah, I said that, didn't I?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Dude, my brain's not working.
I know, dude. I can't. There were moments in that last game where I was just like, what's happening?
The hell is happening?
Yeah.
Universe brings Puck to the offlane quite a bit.
Yeah.
He's one of the only players that really does it often. I mean, I think it's pretty good.
5 seconds remaining.
Phase shift is a pretty good way to dodge stuns and things like that.
It is. And jaunt, too. To be able to jaunt out, I think is pretty nice. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's still something, you know, that you can do, and a lot of teams have done it, like you talked about. EG has played it in the past. So, Next.kz, they need some supports here. They already have the Ancient Apparition, and I like their lineup, but I just don't know, like, and I'm not inclined to give this game away to a Naga just yet, because Next.kz do have such a potent early game with Lycan and Ancient Apparition, but they also have something to fall back on with the Shadow Fiend. So I don't know, I like their draft a bit. I also like the Radiance draft. I can't really say who I like better yet. Clockwork's going to come in. That's going to be a great initiation factor. So offlane Clockwork, unless they want to do an aggro try with Lycan, which might be okay. They don't have that much to combine up with the Ancient Apparition, sadly. But I don't know. The initiation is definitely there for Clockwork. I think that works a bit better up against the Pelican Bane and the Dazzle. So I definitely prefer, as of right now, I definitely prefer Next.kz's lineup. I'm not sure how you feel.
Yeah, I actually really like lineups like this. I mean, basically the plan is to sneak under the Naga, because Naga needs like 25 to 30 minutes to herself, basically. I mean, you knock down towers and stuff, but the way that people are building her middle, she's extremely useless in fights until then. Like, even once you have your Radiance, you still can't fight, because you have, like, no health.
You have to be very careful about it.
Yeah, I mean, you can come to fights really late, and sort of try to clean up, but you can't be like the big tanky Naga that people are used to seeing.
Yeah, not until you get a heart or something like that. So.
Yeah, you need like Manta Heart Diffusal until you can actually like do things in fights.
I think maybe a bit earlier than that, but still, like you have to be careful about it for sure. So we'll see how quickly this Naga can get farmed. Yesterday for VP, we saw G get a really nice time, a couple set of items. There was like a 16-minute radiance or something for Naga. It was really nice. They go for the Axe. The Axe Man has come for Insane. And usually you see this when you are going against a Dazzle, but they pick it up in conjunction with the Dazzle. And this is going to be their laning hero. There's, I guess you could call it their carry to a certain extent. It's going to be their farming core in lane, I'd imagine, because you have a Dazzle, Bane, Axe in lane, Puck off lane, Naga mid, is what I would think. But
yeah, because this is like, I guess maybe you could send the Axe on an aggressive lane with like Dazzle and then just Bane, Naga, and then Puck middle.
That could work, but
it seems sketchy. I don't particularly love it. Yeah, no, there it is.
If you're gonna go aggressive as well against Visage and Ancient Apparition, you're probably crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
You are going to have a bad time. They can't go aggressive here. And Vixiter is, he's on the Axe, so he's getting the core farm here right now for Insane Gaming. And all of a sudden, this game is it's kind of the same draft we saw from Next.kz in the last game, and how it was kind of a clowny draft. It's along the same vein.
I like this one a lot better, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like
I think this one is
questionable.
Like much less horrible.
Yeah, Axe has seen play recently, and he's done well with his play. So, game number 2, and Insane, they seem to feel comfortable with this draft. We'll see how it goes for them as of right now. They need to win this game to continue the series onward. I believe there's also a game between Next.kz and C9 coming up. I'm not sure if that's for Starlet or what have you.
That's for JDL.
JDL? Gotcha. Well,
yeah.
So not as maybe strict time constraints there. Smoke of Deceit used already. Naga's going to sit here mid while there's 2 heroes, Obi-Wan Banan and, of course, 1-2-2 on the Dazzle. Maybe head up to the top jungle, but they're alone. This is, you know what? They're going to ward up and sit on the high ground and come in to gank the SF as early as possible. No, they're going to sit in the trees instead. This is beautiful play. Before that happens, let's get into some introductions real quick. On the side of Next.kz, we have Reese on the H10 Apparition up in that top lane. Kot is going to be on the Visage, as well as Valkyria, a.k.a. Mantis, on the Lycan. In the mid lane, we'll have Waterfuck, will be on the Shadow Fiend, and to round it all out, SC47 on the offlane Clockwork.
On the other side of things, we have Insane. They lost game 1 after a very convincing early game. We've got Judo on the Puck in the mid lane. It's CY on the Naga. Hiding in the trees, 1-2-2 and Obi-Wan Banana. On your supports, Dazzle as well as Bane. And all the way in the top lane is the carry from last game, Inquisitor. Almost brought it home for his team, but the team was a bit too heavy. We'll see how it works out this time.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, does he see them? No, he doesn't. They are completely hidden.
Wow, yeah, they really are. Oh my goodness, that I would be sweating if I were them. I mean, they know they're veterans, they have to know, but like, I would have been like, okay, don't freak out.
Yeah, can't see them at all. We'll see if they can get this first blood here, even with Visage. Oh no, this is really bad for Shadow Fiend.
He's skilled a Grave Chill.
He thinks he's fine.
Yeah,
he is not fine.
He's going to be close. See why? He doesn't have an Ensnare. He's got Riptide instead. That might be the damage they need. Nightmare is going Shadowing. Look at the damage. The right click. See why gets it done. A huge start for the Naga Siren. He buys his bottle immediately and a Quelling Blade. He's feeling pretty good about this lane thus far.
That is the worst possible start for the Naga. This lane now is going to be fairly easy for her, honestly, unless this Visage makes a huge impact.
Yeah, they're going to start dual laning right now. 1-2-2 may stay for a bit of time and rotate elsewhere, or he might stay altogether. Dual lane mid seems to be the new meta. I've seen it 3 times in the past 2 days, so not sure if that's still the thing. Poison Touch going through. Waterfuck in some trouble, taking a lot of damage. Riptide not there. Might continue to dive. Will decide against it. Courier. No! It's got the bottle! What are you doing? No! The Rays, Waterfucker trying to get whatever revenge he can, but that is the worst possible thing for the Naga.
Oh my god. Oh, well, you know that advantage you had?
It's gone.
Oh, that's like... Oh my god, you rely on that so much as the Naga. It's... Oh my god. Well, it looks like they're gonna get Waterfucker here. He only has 90 HP.
He just
I have to imagine he's gonna die.
He has the Poison Touch debuff on him.
Like,
1-2-2
one right click is just like... He's just dead, right?
I think I agree with you. Also interesting to note, Visage didn't TP there. He TP top. So now this is a trial, and they're going to focus on getting farm for the Lycan and making sure Invixidor and Obi-Wan Banan just have a bad time. So, yeah, that bottle usage, though, in the mid lane, Naga is sad. You need that, and she's not going to have it for another 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yeah, the amount you lean on that is, like, you cannot possibly overstate that. Like, you need that bottle because you just sit in lane, you spam out Riptide, you use your illusions to stack, to check runes. Like, the hero does not have a very large mana pool. You need that bottle.
I absolutely agree with you. And, like, that's one thing you'll see a lot of Nagas do is just send the bottle back. And, like, even if you're going to, like, even if there's a rune up and you can get it, like, they just send it back nonetheless.
You'd rather just farm it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Your team hates you, but it's worth it, I think.
Yeah, and then it gets to, like, 40 minutes and your team's like, this is the best shit ever, so...
Can win by herself.
You actually called this lane right top as well. It's Obi-Wan Banan and of course, Axe up here. And Dazzle might rotate down eventually, so I think you actually called the lanes correctly, which is something I never do, so nice job. Congrats.
I mean, this was a wild one, but... yeah, I guess this is what it is.
Yeah.
Qualifier does die.
Yeah, he does go down like you talked about. Luckily, there's a clarity there for CY. That's going to, I guess, alleviate some of the problems. Top lane, though. Battle Hunger's on Valkyrie. They already used Hal here. A bit of damage going. Can't get a healing proc, sadly. He goes down. Obi-Wan Banan, you are here too long. Nightmare's going to go through. Soul Assumption, is there enough? The right click. One more from the Wolves. Cold Feet. Brain Sap to keep him up. He's dead. Double kill for Reeves.
That was, like, the worst luck I've ever seen. He got, like, Inquisitor got hit, like, just some absurd amount of times. If he had spun, like, once, I think he probably could have easily turned that fight around. But he just did not spin at all, and sometimes that's the breaks when you're playing Axe.
And while that was all happening, Judo died bottom as well. So 3 quick kills going for Next.kz when they really needed them after Waterfuck has been getting picked off mid. Waterfuck is still one of the best comeback heroes. I like to talk about that just because you know how good he can snowball, obviously, but he doesn't necessarily need to. Once he gets some camps stacked in the jungle, he can start raising those up and obviously get back in the game just with a couple souls. And that's all you really need because he does damage just with souls alone.
What a rune. Sick life. Sick life.
Thank you, Based Ice Frog.
Ice Frog, please.
SC47.
That was like, he was so low after just going ham trying to kill Puck. And now he's got the level advantage. He's pressing it. Puck has to phase shift Jaunt. And that's not the way you want to use Orb in this lane.
Yeah, absolutely not. SC47, how can one
top lane, though.
So base? Top lane action happening. Valkyrie, Battle Hunger, he's going to fall. The aggressive Tron coming out. We were talking about it. You know, I thought that would be a rough Tron to go up against defensively in terms of Next.kz. That's hard to fight into, but they're doing it right now. A lot of it is 1-2-2 with the Shadow Wave obviously helping out. There's no mana left on Obi-Wan Banan. He's got 2 stick charges. TP coming through right now, but... I mean, if you look at the farm and you look at what's going on across the map, I think right now Insane have a bit of a lead here.
The problem with this tri-lane, Lycan is shit in tri-lanes. He does not do anything at, like, levels 1 through 4. Once you have some significant levels in, like, Wolves, it's okay, or significant levels in, like, Impulse, you get lots of damage. But at these early levels, he just cannot measure up to Axe, the manly man, especially when backed up by Shadow Wave with Brain Sap. This is a very manly tri-lane. And
some would argue Hell might be good for that, but it's just not enough, I think.
It's not even close enough, no.
You need a lot more, because Counter Helix and Battle Hunger are going to be taking you down little by little, so...
Yeah. In the bottom lane, SC47 is destroying Judo. Like, this lane is... He's behind a little in CS, but that doesn't matter that much. Oh god, don't die to the tower now that I just said nice things about you.
Face shift! What a face shift!
Alright,
oh my god, he face shifted the flare.
He cogged under the tower. I don't know what he was expecting.
He wanted to get out of range of it. He thought he was. He was right on the edge. There was like right here or something like that, so... Bit of a misplay. And that actually gets Judo right back into it. That level advantage that SC had is gone. Judo's level 5, almost level 6. In fact, now Judo has the level advantage here. Top lane. Battle Hunger goes. There's the Poison Touch. 1-2-2's got to be careful. Taking that damage. There's Chilling Touch as well. There's the Berserker's Call. Going to give him that extra armor. Shadow Wave keeping him up. Ready to go. Nightmare's going to go through. Grave Chill. Obi-Wan Banan getting chased down. The Wolves blocking his path. Taking a lot of damage here. Soul Assumption. Does he have it? Not enough mana. The right click.
Had 3 salves for the top lane. 3 salves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They need, like, a Basilius in this lane or something. They're relying on Dazzle a lot to actually make this function. and he just does not have enough mana.
Yeah, Basilius is going to be huge, I think. They definitely need it. And then eventually Arcane Boots obviously would be huge, but...
Look how scared Puck is. He knows that if he gets hookshotted, he's just dead.
Yeah, that's very true. He doesn't have that much mana either, so...
Yeah, and if you phase shift a hookshot, then I will buy you a beer.
Naga. Luckily he has Song. No TP. Bottle finally ready to go. Still only has 30 last hits, so he's not doing too poorly. Realizing that the Clockwork might be coming around, he sees the flare come through. He's like, okay, this is not what I want to have happen. I don't want to die to a hook shot. Missing has been called bottom, I'm sure, a long time ago from Judo. Not sure if he saw him rotate over. I don't think he did. He'll see him rotate back. Maybe. No, there's no Radiant Rune or Ward here, excuse me. So what's happening now is actually they break up the tri-lane top for now. 1-2-2 is going to head mid. Obi-Wan Banana's going to head bottom. And Axe is going to get left alone. He's going to get Grave
Axe is
Shield.
so dead.
Well, the Berserker call to get some extra armor. Uses Battle Hunger, but yeah, he should fall here. Yeah, nice stun charge. Wow, they can't get the kill.
Wow. That Berserker's call. Did not count on that 40 armor.
No, you did not. Yeah, he's Arcane's now too. Nobody can really count on the 40 armor. Most people don't know that it is 40 armor. I mean, like, it's like people just think like it gives you bonus armor. It's like, oh, how much is it? It's not that much, is it?
It's a lot. Yeah, it's 40.
It's 40 fucking armor.
So, oh, that saves him. Nice job there. AA has picked up Arcane Boots as well for this lane, so I'll be interested to see. Looks like he's just going to scale normally into really fast Vlads. It's actually going to be kind of hard for him to Roshan as long as someone pays attention, but in the bottom lane, SC47 gets coiled.
SC47 maybe in trouble. Hookshot and Obi-Wan Banana doing a bit of damage. Nice brain sap coming through, keeping him up and alive. Obi-Wan Banana might fall. Yes! SC47 gets a trade. Judo gets the better end of that deal, and he's actually pretty close to his Blink Dagger now as well. That'd be real nice timing to have that, so...
I gotta say, like, despite that he just died right there, that was really nice play by Clockwork. The fact that he was able to actually kill Bane is pretty impressive. And now, they're going in middle on Wadafaka. The Song Initiation, he does have a level in Insnare, but I'm not sure they have enough. They're very afraid of the Visage, and that just is a waste ulti. Sad boys.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. He didn't want to go, realizing that the Visage was there, and that's a smart move. It's better to just back off and not make a mistake at that point in time than try to force something that you can't really force. So
you just don't want to die as Naga.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that he's 2-0-0 is great, but as a Naga, in my experience, you are completely fine being 0-0-0 at 20 minutes.
I mean, your focus is on farming. It's better to have more CS as your stat line than to have kills early on. I mean, kills are certainly going to help, but to get farm is really your goal, to get towards that relic as quickly as possible, and CY is getting there slowly but surely. So up at that top lane, Invixter, just sitting, just chilling here right now. Kot's here ready to go with Grave Chill. He's only level 3 on that Visage, and that's actually a big problem. He's got the Grave Chill Invixter right now. There's going to be the Berserker's Call, that 40 armor going through. Only 4 bit, now it's gone. Soul Assumption going as well. Not enough damage there. Even with Howl, even with Chilling Touch, it's just not enough. Because there's no real way to lock him down other than Grave Chill. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, they've got no lockdown in this lane. So
yeah, that's the problem. I mean, that's why Axe actually was pretty good here, because he can just walk up, swing a little bit, and then back up. They don't really have a way to punish that, especially with this Visage so underleveled.
Yeah, I mean, he needs more points into something. Grave Chill would be nice in longer duration, just to be able to secure that kill. And unfortunately, not getting it done.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And it doesn't. There is a ridiculous amount of damage coming out from Chilling Touch as well as Howl, but there's just no way to lock him down, and Lycan can't really do much there, like I talked about Grave Chill. So I don't know. I guess right now, Axe is going to survive every time. He's going to keep going though. He's going to keep throwing up the Battle Hunger as well. He's level 3. TP home from Reeves. He's about to go down. Now Invixter are trying to go hard on Valkyria. That's Mantis. He's going with the counter heals. He's getting those procs as well. Still proccing. Battle Hunger continue to go. Mantis can't fight this. He does have his ultimate, so maybe he turns around and backs off. His flash are done as well. Once the Battle Hunger goes, he can salve up and get ready to fight, but he'll back off, go into the lane. TP coming through this time. It is from the Clockwork, and Vixotor might get hookshotted here. He's got to be careful. They're pinging on him. There it goes. SC47 hitting up. Cog's not going. Mistimed it. Now Judo comes through and obliterates the Visage. Dream Coil is up on SC47. Judo trying to juke through the trees, can't make it. Phase shift away, no blink on cooldown. Nice shallow break. SC47, no, he misses the dunk, and Vixotor trying to get it. Jaunt away. Judo is going to get right click down Valkyria, using his ultimate to do the job there, but still, the better end does, I think, go to the Radiant team.
Yeah, and to put that, I mean, That could have been way worse. Look at his Valkyrie's health. Oh my god. Fail fish. That was embarrassing. Well,
it happens.
It's one way to do it, I guess. I was gonna say he's low enough where he could have gotten chopped there if Axe didn't miss his, but he ended up dying anyway. So
yeah. But the good thing is, well, I guess it's that entire fight was a good thing, but the even better thing for Next.kz is this Nog is almost at a relic, about 400 away. So
yeah, he's farming like a freaking. This is how you farm a Naga. He's using this camp over here, and just going completely ham, stacking it up, using the lane as well. Very efficient farm. He's been completely left to his own devices, which is the opposite of what you want to do to a Naga.
Yeah, Naga's CY's feeling pretty comfortable right now. He's very close to that relic, and if they can't gank him, they're not going to be able to shut him down. And this game should go to this game should go to insane, I think. So we'll see, though. I mean, I've been wrong before, especially considering they have a Shadow Fiend. Blink initiation going to come through from the puck. Caught, absolutely obliterated by Caught. Excuse me, Invixiter, and his counter Helix doing some damage there. Battle Hunger has been maxed out, so that damage is very real. SC47 wants to find a hookshot.
Oh, what
misses between both. Invixiter just walks back a bit, just says, nope, you're not hitting me with that. So nice plays coming out from the Axe there just to avoid all of that damage.
That was a huge juke. He's going for the mechanism as well. This is a really cool build. He's going to be the team healer and the team ham man. He's going to be going deep in all these fights.
Yeah, he's going to be diving. He's a bit of a manly man on that Axe, so Cold Feet will go away. Down bottom. Ult coming through. Fiend's Grip as well. 1-2-2 in some trouble. Shadow Wave. He'll try to TP away in time. Will he make it? No. The Wolf's going to town. Obi-Wan Bodan might be the second casualty to this Wolf running very fast. He doesn't want to dive behind the tower. He will just go into lane and farm. Happy with what he's accomplished already. Mantis is going to back his way out of there. SC47 rotating down to the bottom rune spot. Nothing there. 12-minute rune. Someone took it already. The regen rune from the Shadow Fiend. He picks it up. He's not farming like a slouch either. He's got 88 last hits plus a Midas, so he's going to be going for Shadow Blade, interestingly enough. And that'll be a nice item. Doesn't have treads yet, so he's just rushing up Shadow Blade rather than going for treads into the Shadow Blade later. Nice build, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't know. I don't think he can actually kill the Naga even with his Shadow Blade, so I think that should be his primary objective. I'm not sure how he does that, but I don't know. I suppose it's a decent item, but he's not really going to face any aggression from the Naga. I mean, you just have to avoid the Axe, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like a great pickup. Maybe he'll... Like, what is he going to do with it? I just don't know how it fits in.
I don't know, man. I've seen stranger pickups before, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, SC47. He's ready to hookshot. Top lane might see some action here. Battle Hunger from the Axe. Blinking from Judo. Illusion Europe Dream Coil. Not dead yet. He will die to the Battle Hunger, though. And Vixoter getting that kill. Gonna try to fight an SC47. There's the Berserker's Call. Where is he running? What is happening? Poison Touch. Now hookshot goes in. 1-2-2 has Grave. He can use it, but he doesn't need to. SC47 gets a blue. Alright.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Interesting.
Well, that was 322 Dota. I don't know what the hell that was. He was playing great, and then that happened.
Then that just happened. Ice Blast coming through, and Vixiter. Nope, they missed both.
Somehow hits nobody.
It's like right there.
Wow, that sucks.
That's rough gaming.
Radiant's
Let's take the tier 1 tower as well. Axe's mech is now done.
Shadow Blade, Shadow Fiend's here, SC47.
Requiem, it's going. Invixiter gets blown up. He ain't dead yet. Now he is the first raise. Hits him. 1-2-2 trying to get out of there. He will TP away in time.
I don't know. I guess it got him a kill. You know what else would have gotten him a kill there? Blink Dagger.
Radiant structures are
fortified. It's better than Shadow Blade. Blink Dagger.
Hey, listen.
I don't like this.
You know what Naga Siren has right now?
Almost a Radiance.
Just take out the almost part.
Wait, is it on the quarter?
It is.
That's actually disgusting. Because he bought a ring too.
It's there. Doctor's dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, I don't think this game is gonna work.
Next.kz. You're not gonna have a comeback this game. They come back. Yeah.
I don't know how they're like. Here's the problem with Lycan versus Naga. Naga can push out all the lanes at once. Lycan can only push in one lane at once. So look at that and realize that 3 is more than 1, and that he's never really. I mean, they're gonna have to get some kind of massive pick off, and I think CY is just gonna play extremely conservatively. We've only seen him use Song aggressively once, and they even just backed off that. They have Judo to help them in team fights. They've got the Axe to dank up a lot of damage. He might die to Wadafaka right here. He was a little overly
Yeah, that is over. Why is he? Oh,
whoa!
Dream Coil. He jumps right in. Waning Rift goes through. Wadafaka in trouble. No Requiem trying to do the damage. Raise misses. Nice phase shift from Judo. Well timed there.
Well, he died to the second Requiem. The Death Requiem, I guess you could call it. And
yes.
Again, Inquisitor missed his chop.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, that one wasn't really his fault. He just it was a really nice stick usage by Shadow
It's not the
Fiends.
easiest ability to judge. Sometimes you do have to click on the hero and just see what's going on there. But
yeah, he used a stick right at the time when he went for the chop, so it was really nice. And
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend, he earned that one. Unfortunately, I don't know. He has BOTs. He's like pretty farmed, but this Naga now is just gonna. The rate at which Naga farms the Radiance is probably more than any hero in the game. I think. I would argue that.
I'd agree with that. Maybe Terrorblade comes close, but I don't think that's the case.
It's hard.
Snare, Fiend's Grip might be ready to go. Obi-Wan Banan has it. They gotta get it used. Ice Blast is gonna fly through as well. That'll hit CY. CY is gonna shatter. A big pickup coming up from the Lycan right now, and he will survive as well. Necro Book used. It's only Necro 1 trying to chase down Obi-Wan Banan. Reeves is in alone here right now, trying to fight on 1-2-2, but here comes SC47. Obi-Wan Banan will fall. Nightmare's up, but a bit too late. Reeves is about to fall. Bit of a trade coming through. They don't really mind. Judo going through as well. 1-2-2 is going to fall. Illusory Valkyrie. Double kill for the puck. He gets it with the Dream Coil there. Backing away. He's got no jaunt for another 5 seconds. No blink. Phase shift away. He's going to try to... No, he can't get out of there. The Wolves getting the ultra kill. Doing all of the work is the Lycan. The rest of his team helping out, but getting the gold in the end is going to be the Lycan throat.
That was kind of serious and unfortunate events for the Radiant. I don't know if there's anything they could have done about that. That AA ulti was spot on. I mean, they knew that they really wanted to kill the Lycan, so he just shot one right at him, and it worked out really well. And now he's going to try to take down Wadafaka. Do they have detection? Yes, they do.
Berserker's Call.
Don't even need it.
Yeah, Battle Hunger. Boom. Done. Ice Blast will hit. Mech, no! And Mixer!
God.
Is he going to shatter?
I think he's okay.
Oh. Got close,
He had like 50 more HP, I think.
Yeah, that was close. So.
I don't know. I mean, I still favor the team with the Naga. I think Naga is much better at ratting than Lycan.
Yeah, but the Ultra Kill certainly helps the Lycan. He's at level 2 Necro, almost at level 3 right now, but...
It doesn't really change the game plan, though.
Yeah, it doesn't. I agree.
It's not like an item that pushes him out of just pushing a lane. Like, Naga now has BOTs. Oh, hero died.
Yeah, it was Visage made Judo pitch him up. Hook shot in, though, along the river. Judo maybe in trouble. SC47 trying to pick up the kill. Fiend's Grip, Ice Blast, phase shifted. SC47, Dream Coiled as well. Dream Coil is done, or excuse me, Fiend's Grip is done. Now there's the Ensnare, Brain Sap as well. SC47 can't get up to the high ground. It doesn't have a force
Burn!
Berserker's Call comes through, and Blink, Waning Rift. Now backing off is going to be the Lycan, realizing he's maybe in dangerous territory, the danger zone, if you will. You mentioned earlier. Big Sitter now chasing down the Ancient Apparition. There's the Battle Hunger. The Weave as well does hit up, so minus armor is still ticking down. Battle Hunger as well going through, but they'll back off. They'll have CY go down to that bottom lane, push that in. While that's happening, Waterfuck is pushing top. They're split pushing themselves right now. I don't know, man. Lycan with the Necro 3 and Waterfuck split pushing with the Shadow Blade. They could wrap this out, I think.
Oh, it could be. Could be. I mean, there's always the possibility. It's Dota. That's why you play the games. But, we'll see. I mean, Shadow Fiend is doing a really nice job of farming here. He's got a slightly higher net worth than the Naga. But Naga got really shut down from that, dying to that Naga, or dying to that Lycan throw fight. I mean, you really just don't want to be involved in those.
Yeah, that's just...
You just want to be left alone.
I think they thought it was a sure kill. And they
it should have been.
Yeah, it should have.
Shit went real wrong.
Yeah, that kind of just escalated to another level that they weren't expecting. It didn't really do too much to the Naga's farm in CS right now. She's still the highest in net worth. She still has the most CS. And she's got boots of travel now with 2,000 gold in the bank. Very quick Aegis, though. Roshan going to Valkyria. That's Mantis picking it up. Still has regular brown boots right now. Double damage rune here on the rune spot. Will they pick this up? And if so, who's he going to give it to? Wadafaka. That's a little scary. And he's got a Yasha as well now. So Wadafaka's farm is very real. He has the items to support it. So I don't know. Obviously, like I agree with you. If this game goes a bit longer, I certainly think that the Naga will definitely outcarry everyone in the game. But I feel like Next.kz have an opportunity to put the pedal on the metal here, and they're just not doing it. A lot of the reason is they're also getting split push. You look at what's happening top, and Vixator is here pushing this wave into the tier 2 tower. They have to defend that. Maybe push out another lane. They're pushing at bottom with Wadafaka. There's no tier 2 tower there, so they can't really split pad. So yeah, split push. The tier 1 tower is here still mid though, and they can try to fight that, but they'll probably back off soon.
I think right when Wadafaka grabs a Manta is when they should go in.
And that'll be soon.
Yeah, it's without Vasty's been farming. But I think you're right. They have a window of opportunity. SC47 taking some damage in the mid lane. Is he actually going to go down?
No.
Oh wow, Naga got a solo kill. That's not good.
That's maybe the worst thing that could happen. And that happened in the bottom lane?
No, it was like right next to us. I'm not sure how I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't know where that visitor was standing, but it certainly wasn't in the right area. All of a sudden, CY and the rest of the team are pushing, and Ice Blast is going to come through, do a lot of damage to 1-2-2.
Oh, Glade yourself! You're gonna...
Oh, nice. Flare coming in for the clockwork just to secure the kill. Hookshot does miss, however, and Vixator with another juke. Just avoiding that narrowly.
Yeah, this has been an off and on clockwork. He's made some great plays, he's made some less than stellar plays. But now Naga continuing to farm up. Is this going to be a Reaver? Oh yeah, she wants to. I think this means that you're actually interested in being in fights. Like normally you just go for like a Manta for ultra split push, but I think she knows that the only way that Next.kz can win in the later, like win at all really, is to just push down a lane, like you were saying. I mean, I don't think they can actually route. I think Shadow Fiend and Axe need to join forces. Not Axe, Lycanthrope.
Which is what they just accomplished there. Valkyrie didn't really do much other than use that health for Wadafaka. They pick up a kill on a Vixator. And now they'll look for the tier 2 tower. I mean, you still look at the tower advantages, and I think it's going the way of Next.kz by 1 tower. Because they are getting a tier 1 tower. There's still tier 1 tower down bottom for Next.kz as well. They'll work on this with the Necro 3 on the tier 2 tower. Poison Touch is going to go. They're going to Nightmare the Necro Warrior, Necro Archer, using his mana burn just to drain some mana from a couple of units. You can see Obi-Wan Bonan taking a bit of that. Tier 2 tower, about to fall, and it will. Lycan gets it. So, last outer towers are the tier 1 and tier 2 mid, which they can push down in a couple moments here as they're sitting and setting up shop in this mid lane.
Naga's taking a tower of her own. There's not too much that Ancient Apparition can do about this. He is building towards the Aghanim Scepter that we always talk about, and I think that's a good choice this game. It also helps him push out the lanes a little bit. Such a short cooldown, only 30 seconds. It's worth just spamming out for that. And now, TP coming in. Is Hookshot available? Yes, it is. Is he going to go for this? He misses! Oh, God!
Do it with flair.
SC47 trying his best to hit that. Now Song of the Siren is going to go. Battery Assault still doing work. No mana to TP out right now. That was already used there. They can't catch up. Lycan coming through in the vicinity. Maybe he can take her down. She's getting kind of low. Not a whole lot of mana left. Doing a bit of damage. No Lycan ult. No, the stun from the Familiars. The Howl. The Flare. They get it done. A huge pickup for the Lycan.
I don't know what this Naga is thinking, man. There's no reason to try to take fights like that.
She got burned with the mana from the mana burn from the cogs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, why would you even go in on a clockwork? There's no point.
Yeah, that's questionable actually. Oh, Judo!
They're gonna lose now.
They're getting caught out of position. They're not necessarily throwing, but this is not the best. And Vixator's trying to fight. Mech's gonna go, keep him up. There's the call that they really needed. Oh, Fiend's grip on Valkyrie in some trouble right now. They're a little bit speedy with that buff. Ice Blast is coming through as well. A little bit off the mark there. Nice shallow grave trying to TP away. No bash or anything. Obi-Wan Bonan is going to make it just barely. He survives. TPing away also is going to be the Dazzle. There's no tower here down in this bottom lane. They have to focus somewhere else. They can try to push towards the high ground, but they certainly can't take it. And not when everyone's up anyways, and not when it's only just the Lycan.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think honestly there's just no point in trying to take these fights as a Naga. Like, that's twice now that it's backfired on you, so I think you just learn your lesson and try to split push out the lanes. There's, like, she's sending some towards the jungle. She's sending some towards bottom too, so she's doing a good job of spreading them out. But you really just, you can send like one illusion to one lane, one illusion to another lane, one illusion to the jungle, and then push out the other lane yourself, and actually just farm the whole map. It's just absolutely disgusting.
I would call it dumb to a certain extent.
Yeah. And she just hasn't really been doing that. I mean, she's been trying to get involved in these fights, and there's just no point. Just really no point. If you just keep the lanes pushed out, the Lycan will never be able to push into you.
I think of it as an investment towards the future when you're pushing the lanes out and you're farming the jungle. I mean, that's what you should be thinking about when you're a carry anyway. So the fact that he's fighting this aggressively early on is kind of questionable to me. But
it makes no sense.
I can understand him wanting to be a part of his team and helping out.
He just doesn't have damage though. Like,
isn't it the most like useless feeling though, as a carry, to like feel like yourself like you can't do anything for your team? It just feels awful. But like, I'm not sure why he necessarily feels that right now. Maybe just a bit of a misplay in terms of what he's doing. So.
I mean, you just make illusions and push out the wave and bottle crow. Like, it's not a very exciting hero to play, but I think it's the best way to victory, especially when you're getting split pushed in. Like, there's no excuse for a Naga to get split pushed on.
Not with the heroes they have, other than
like especially they have the axe too. Like, axe is even a decent split pusher just because he can go to a wave, swing his axe around a few times, and then leave.
Yeah, and then you're fine. Yeah, even a puck with a loser orb. So they're gonna jump into the jungle here, and they're looking to have a jamboree. All 5 of the Radiant team heroes. Maybe the Dire team. Next.kz thinking maybe not so much. So,
like, what is he doing? He should just go top. There's like almost no way that you really have a measurable impact on this fight.
And he's not even farming some of these camps either, so see why he did farm very effectively early on. He's got 258 last hits, so I mean that's really good. But some people would say that the benchmarks is about 300 at 30 minutes, maybe even a bit higher than that.
On Naga, it's way higher than that. Like, the thing is, it's also inflated because he hasn't been pushing up the lanes as much. He's been farming the jungle, and you really like. You just send your creeps you send your illusions to the wave, you walk up, you riptide when they get there, and the creeps die in like 2 seconds. Even if they burst down your illusions, you get a free wave.
Yeah, and you see him doing that.
He has a heart now. Like,
yeah.
Those illusions are huge.
They're not going to die very quickly, so. And at this point in time, Naga Siren should be doing certain things. He's not, however, he still is getting farm, and we can't blame him too much for that. He'll be able to fight soon once he maybe picks up a Manta Style, perhaps even a Diffusal Blade at some point, maybe even a Butterfly. He's got items to work with as of right now, but he should still be continuing to farm. While this is all happening, Waterfox is doing a great job of farming it himself. He's got a Manta, he's got a Shadow Blade, he's got bots, he's got a Midas, and he's even close to a Butterfly right now. So the time is going to be soon. Valkyrie maybe trying to push out this mid wave as well as do some damage to 1-2-2. He can back off, he does have Shapeshift. Also the Assault Cuirass done for him. Still Brown Boots, not a big deal there. On the other side of things, we've got Invixiter with Blade Mail. We've seen that. He's also got a Blink Tag. He's had that for a while. Obi-Wan Banans with Arcanes. Nothing really going on there. And Judo sitting on... getting close to, I guess, the side supply. He's not quite there yet, but he gets hookshotted on. And Snare's going to fly long range. Battery Assault. Phase Shift comes through. Judo's able to blink out. Drink Coil up on SC-47, not taking that much damage. TP coming through, no Ensnare. They used the song for it just to cancel the TP. They wanted that kill desperately. 4 staff away, Ensnare long range. SC-47 might be in some trouble. The illusion's doing work while that's all happening. Val gets a kill on the Dazzle. SC-47 prolonging the inevitable. He will go down. The Naga Siren gets that kill. Not that much damage coming through from the Naga, though.
Yeah, you just don't, like... It sounds dumb to say you don't have damage when you have a Radiance, but you really don't have damage when, like, you really need, like, Manta or Diffusal. Yasha helps a ton. I'm kind of surprised. Normally you see players stop for the Yasha. It gives you more right-click. It gives you better movement speed to farm faster. I mean, this is just... And all that time that he just wasted, now the creeps are at his tower, now they're at risk to Lycan pushing into their base. You really don't want to fight at this hero. You just want to push your lanes out and prolong the game until you're 6 slotted, which should not take that long.
No. And while that's all happening, Waterfox is actually farming better than the Naga Siren is. He's got 1 more item right now, so the Butterfly is actually flying out to him. And yes, Shadowfeet can farm very well. Not as well as the Naga can, obviously. So I've got to give props to Waterfox, though. I mean, he's just playing the game the way it's meant to be played. And now that he's getting close to 6 slotted himself, I'd imagine we see maybe a fight breaking out soon where Next.kz are going to be the aggressors. However, Valkyrie's going to get caught out with an Ensnare. Damage is not quite there. Even with a double damage rune from Naga Siren, no mirror images to help out there. The Riptide with the armor reduction wasn't quite
enough. Oh my god!
I didn't see what just happened, so...
Dude, that was one of the most amazing... Oh, that was an insane hookshot.
This fight is getting out of control as Invixiter is getting low. Blade Fury's going to go, Blade Mail, excuse me. SC-47 will go down. Gems on the deck. Whose gem was that? Judo.
That gem's been passed around more than something.
Don't say it. Don't say it. I knew where you were going with that. I'm just like, no.
A lot of people have used that gem, suffice it to say.
I get what you're saying. I see where you're going with that, sir. Lycan now sitting at 2,800 gold. He's going to go for an Aegis. This is their time. Once they pick up this Aegis, this is maybe the game for Next.kz if they can find a fight that works for them. Naga Siren does pick up the Diffusal Blade, so another step on the road to victory for the Naga. At least the road to 6 slotted is going to be the case here. Level 3 ultimate now, so 60 seconds for that cooldown of Song of the Siren.
And the Diffusal is the beginning of the damage items. Skipping Manta on this hero seems like a huge mistake, especially when you have a Radiance. I question that decision quite a bit, but I don't know. He's still having a good effect on this game.
You have a lot of bold opinions about this Naga Siren.
I mean, dude, Naga's my hero, man. I love Naga mid is like one of my favorite things, and the way she's playing it is just not really working out. Shouldn't have 2 deaths. Like, that sounds dumb, but you should not have 2 deaths. You have a free escape.
Things are unavoidable. Obviously, those 2 deaths weren't actually anyone... Like, I think it was mostly her fault in that scenario, but, you know, things happen. People collide. Heroes die. Dota's played.
Dota's hard.
Yeah, it is. It is very hard. Puck. Just farming top right now. Getting very close to the Mystic Staff, but still not quite at that scythe. And he's had a bit of trouble farming himself. He's right in the middle when it comes to net worth, and that's okay. He's above the clockwork, so I suppose that's good. The Aghanims, there was an Aghanims pickup coming soon for the Visage, I believe, and he's not quite there yet, but he's getting close to it.
Just Team Ags.
Yeah, I mean, Ancient Apparition has one.
Clock's going for one, too.
Yeah, so Team Ags indeed. Wadafucker not going to pick that up, I'm sure. That'd be a question to pick up at best. Now they're going to try to find him. Beamscript's going to go. Ice Blast is going to hit. Wadafucker going to fall. That's the Aegis. And they're going to back off now. They could go for him again here. He's going to have to Shadow Blade. No, he's going to Requiem instead. Song of the Siren canceling it up. While this is all happening, though, Lycan working on top lane. Wadafucker says top. What a player. And he gets a kill. Seaweed's about to fall as well. SC47 comes in. 1-2-2. TP away battery. Soul doesn't proc on the Naga. While this is all happening, Wadafucker buys back. Goes for the Rax. They're still going. A set of Rax gone. What a misplay. Coming up from Insane. They lose the set of Rax. They have to back away now. Wow.
My point stands. Why would you fight? Like... It just makes you lose your racks against the Lycan. Just keep the lanes pushed out, and I don't think you can lose. But if you do that, you can definitely lose.
Oh no, CY in some trouble getting chased down. SC47 hook shot in. Cogs is up. No Song of the Siren. It's on cooldown. He used it in the last fight. He has buyback, and he might need to use it. Judo. No, they call GG. Does he not have buyback? He does. They call GG anyways. And a game that Naga should be able to control. A bunch of mistakes give Next.kz the victory, and they move on to the winner's bracket finals.
I'm actually angry right now.
Just calm down, dude.
I'm enraged. That was like, oh man. Oh well. Dota's hard. I mean, I think like they just had a lot of really weird executions, and I think their lineup was sweet, and they did the early game pretty well, and then kind of just all crumbled.
It did. It did. I'm going to agree with you, though, for the most part, that the Naga Siren definitely didn't do what she needed to do. Wadafaka, on the other hand, what can you say about him other than 713 GPM, 328 last hits on the Shadow Fiend, fighting like a man at the end, buying back to take a set of racks? A great series coming out for Next.kz. So that's going to be it for us, I believe. I'm pretty sure there are no other games going on right now. Let's see what time. It looks like 17 CET tomorrow for Relax versus Ahead. That should actually be a best-of-3 series. I might be incorrect, but it looks like the lower bracket is, in fact, a best-of-3. So we'll be there tomorrow. At least I will be here tomorrow. Can't speak for Greg. But I will be here tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon here on Beyond the Summit. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the cast, my name is Mont. You can follow me at twitter.com/Mont32. Got some exciting things to announce for you coming up soon. But shout-outs for you, Greg?
Follow me on Twitter at whatishiptv. Check out my website, whatiship.tv. We've got some interviews going up. Actually, I don't think the Bulba interview will be on that website, but we will have... There is an interview up there with Admiral Bulldog, which a lot of people really enjoyed. It's pretty funny. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend checking it out.
Absolutely, guys. So head over there, check it out, make sure you read that. And, of course, I will be back tomorrow. I already mentioned that, but For tonight, it's been a pleasure, guys. Take it easy. We'll see y'all later.